They actually went through and found a couple of key areas for improvement. And these key areas for improvement really increase the rights of the individual and make it a little bit easier to contain a useful copy of the health records and remove some of the burdens of the case management and communication between the individual and the covered entities. I do believe, with that being the case, we are still going to see a couple of other things tighten up, you know, just because of the fact that if you look at the amount of breaches that are being reported, they're consistently going up. You know, we're not seeing breaches coming down. So there's something in this that's not effective that needs to change.
I'm hopeful. Again, I'm not the technical team member here, but I'm hopeful that the spirit and the intent behind the idea of better interoperability and care management is what really lays out. I think that you know, case management, care management, navigation, you know, value-based, all of these buzzwords we've been throwing around for 10 plus years now, and you actually do the specific care doesn't always pan out, and a lot of those barriers are not only from some HIPAA rules, but also just the interoperability of systems. You know, I worked at a large healthcare nonprofit before coming to Easterseals, where we had one database and most people in the field used the database, but some states wanted to use the database, and all of these organizations sold us on the idea that well, sure, they can talk to each other. We'll just write this API and the script, and you know, I'm sure I'm oversimplifying it, and it'll just work. And you finally get down to the place where you had to do it, and you realize that it wasn't that simple, right? And you know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to do it. And so hopefully, the more policy side of that is that we can continue to encourage better cross communications between the systems, which again, in my amateur knowledge, would think that perhaps that might actually increase security if we can make these things talk to one another in a more simplified way.
Right. It shouldn't be impossible for us to get a book of records across the street. It's so difficult right now, and I think that the OCR realizes that.